Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's news is about a growing controversy that's shaking up the entertainment industry and sparking heated debates online. Zimbabwean musicians living and performing in South Africa are reportedly facing unfair treatment and public attacks, after well-known activist Victoria Africa called for their deportation. This issue has touched a nerve for many South Africans and Zimbabweans alike, and it's now turning into one of the most talked about topics of the week. Stay tuned till the end to see the sources and try to verify the news yourself. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can stay updated with verified and balanced news from around the country. Now, the drama started after Victoria Africa, a local activist and social commentator known for her outspoken stance on immigration issues, made comments suggesting that Zimbabwean artists should be sent back to their country. She reportedly argued that South Africa's entertainment space should prioritize local talent, claiming that too many foreign artists are taking opportunities that should belong to South Africans. Her remarks spread quickly across social media, and it didn't take long before thousands of people started weighing in on the debate. While some South Africans agreed with her, saying that the local music industry needs more protection and support, many others criticized her for being divisive and unfair. Zimbabwean musicians and their fans have called her comments dangerous, saying that music is about unity and culture, not nationality. Some even said that Victoria Africa's words could lead to real harm, as a few Zimbabwean performers have already reported being threatened or harassed after her statements went viral. Among those targeted are artists who have built successful careers and fan bases in South Africa over the years. These are musicians who collaborate with South African producers, perform at local festivals, and contribute to the country's cultural scene. Some South Africans have defended them, saying their music brings people together and creates jobs for locals as well. But not everyone shares that view, especially in an environment where unemployment is high and competition in the entertainment industry is already fierce. Victoria Africa later clarified her comments, saying she wasn't calling for violence, but rather for policies that prioritize South Africans in industries like music, acting, and media. However, her explanation hasn't stopped the backlash. Critics argued that deporting or excluding foreign artists is not the solution, and that the focus should be on building a fair system that allows both local and foreign talent to coexist while benefiting South Africa's creative economy. The issue has reignited conversations about xenophobia and how it continues to show up in different parts of South African society. While many agree that immigration laws should be respected, others say it's unfair to blame all foreigners for the struggles locals face, especially in areas like the arts, where collaboration and creativity go beyond borders. It's worth noting that Zimbabwean artists have played a big role in shaping the Southern African music scene. From Afropop to gospel and dancehall, their sounds have influenced many genres in the region. Some of these musicians live in South Africa legally and have been paying taxes and contributing to the economy. To see them suddenly targeted for deportation feels like a slap in the face to many who believe in unity through music. In Johannesburg and other cities, a few concerts featuring Zimbabwean artists were reportedly disrupted after online threats were made. While police haven't confirmed any major incidents, event organizers have expressed concern about rising hostility. Several Zimbabwean performers have spoken out, saying they will continue to make music and perform because they believe art should unite, not divide. Many South Africans online are also calling for calm, reminding people that music has always been one of the strongest tools for peace and connection in Africa. One user wrote that South Africans and Zimbabweans have been collaborating in music for decades, and separating them now would only harm the culture both countries share. At the same time, others have called on government institutions like the Department of Arts and Culture to step in and create clearer guidelines on how foreign artists can work and perform legally in South Africa. They argue that confusion about documentation and work permits is one of the biggest causes of resentment and misunderstanding between locals and immigrants. Looking at it from a broader perspective, this debate isn't really about music alone. It reflects how difficult it has become for South Africans to navigate the tension between protecting local opportunities and staying open to the rest of Africa. There's a real sense of frustration among ordinary citizens, but also a strong desire for fairness and inclusion. And while emotions are high, maybe it's time to take a step back and remember that art, especially music, is supposed to bring people together. Because at the end of the day, when that beat drops, nobody's asking for your passport, they're just dancing. As for Victoria Africa, her comments have certainly drawn attention to a sensitive issue. Whether you agree with her or not, the reaction shows that South Africans are paying close attention to how immigration and employment affect everyday life, even in creative spaces. Hopefully, this conversation leads to better understanding and more inclusive policies, instead of more division. Thank you for watching and staying with me till the end. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next update. And tell us in the comments, do you think Victoria Africa's call was fair, or do you believe artists, regardless of where they come from, should be allowed to perform freely as long as they follow the law? Before we go, let me just say, South Africans love a good debate, but maybe we can argue while dancing to a Zimbabwean beat next time. Life's too short for bad vibes. All images used are for illustration purposes only. Sources: News 24, Times Live, Sunday World, and IOL.